Hi, my name is Stephen Favoso, and it is Tuesday, December 4th, 2018. I am coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm not one to, read the news, paper a lot, or, listen to the news on TV, but believe it or not, as you get older, you do that a little bit more because you want to know what's going on in your area and also in the world. Not to say I haven't done it in the past, but as I've gotten older, I have just gotten more in the habit of doing that because, I have a family, I have kids, I have, a house, that kind of thing. I have a job. You look into that a lot when, in the job market. I mean, the job market today is very, it's just constantly changing because of technology. My grandfather was a functioning alcoholic, and he worked at the same place for like 44 years. He retired from it. And I'm never going to see that. It's just a reality. Because, companies are getting bought out by other companies, or companies are downsizing. Technology is great, that's another matter, but technology is taking away some of the jobs that people do. For example, I heard something on the news just a couple days ago that there are robots. This guy has made these robots and they're programmed. He's in the process of doing that, where they're going to start integrating into doing like janitorial work. That's going to take away the human janitor. Another thing recently, where I live, in Youngstown, Ohio, about 50-75 miles from where I'm at, there's a GM plant in Lordstown. They're like, hello, we're getting rid of jobs. They won't say like that, this is it, that's that, we're going to close the plant. No, they're going to sugarcoat it because they don't want to have a huge panic, of what's trying to give people hope. And you know what? I know there's a lot of people in that plant that are like, the plant's probably not going to continue making, cars and stuff like that. And, they're just totally, besides themselves, losing their job, losing their career. That's happened to me a few times in my life. I got caught, with my pants down, or I fell on my ass or fell on my face, and I wasn't proactive with it. I don't know, I was younger, I was more naive, I don't know, I was more like, hey, I'm just going to get right back up, and I'm going to continue to do the same thing and try to get different results. That's the definition of insanity. And, a place that I worked at one time, a new CEO came in the fall, and then by late spring, I was gone. I thought, oh, I passed the first round of layoffs. It didn't send any warning lights on to me. And then, second round came, and I get a call, and they're like, oh, don't even bother showing up for work anymore. Your job is gone. And the dagger of the thing was 3 weeks prior to that, as my wife and I closed on the house. That was humiliating. That was insulting. It was just like, taking a knife and just carving up my total abdominal cavity. That's what the company did. They're like, bye, goodbye. That's it. And that was horrible. That was supposed to be an exciting time of our life, and that was like a miserable time. And I had to be underemployed, for a few years. I had to work at a company that I hated. I thought to myself, I'm in my 40s, and I'm spinning my wheels. I've had 2 or 3 different careers because of downsizing or companies going out of business. And I thought, well, I'll just get right back up, and I'll just continue doing the same thing that I've always been doing. But you know what? I said, I've had enough of it, okay? I'm smart enough, I'm good enough, I work hard, but now I want to work smart because I'm getting to a point in my life where, I'm not going to have a lot of years of employment. I mean, I might have, 30 more years active of employment or something like that, based on what, health, okay? But I'm like, 5 years ago, I decided to myself that I got to have a plan B in case, I lose my job, or my wife gets sick, or she loses her job, whatever, because things aren't like they were when my grandfather, had his job. He was a functioning alcoholic, and he worked for 44 years, from start to finish, retired. Those days are gone, okay? You got to have something, a backup plan, to have in case, because, you have bills, you have, medical, you have a house payment, whatever. Everybody has, bills that they have to pay. And where I come in is I can help you find ways of making extra money. If you're in a career where everything is great, your company's stable, that is awesome. I mean, that's kind of like few and far between. But if you have that, that is great. I currently work full-time, but I also make extra money on the side, helping others get in shape, eating better. Because you know what? With all the stuff that is going on in this world, it causes stress. Stress is all around us. We can't grab it. We can't bottle it. It's everywhere. It's inevitable, okay? It's like, I don't know, the air around us. It's all around us. But in order for you to both mentally and physically be able to do what you have to do on a daily basis, you have to have your health. Because if you don't have your health, you can't do jack, okay? There's times in my life, I mean, things are very stressful, in my life and our family's life. But you know what? It's manageable because of being able to exercise. That helps, just energize your mind, think clearly. Sometimes when I work out, some of my best ideas come when I work out, when I'm running, when I'm lifting. And it's awesome. It gives you this good feeling, and I can't describe it, but it helps with your stress. Okay, and you got to have a backup plan. Mine would be being a mentor coach for you. Helping you with your nutrition and with physical exercise. Now, this, has changed people's lives. Okay, people that haven't been as active, they start focusing on both of these things a little bit more. It changes your life. I've been doing this mentor coach for like 5 years, but I've been actively, doing physical exercise and, trying to eat better, for the last 35 years. And believe me, it definitely makes a difference in your life. And then if you can take these things and you can tell your journey to others and help other people out, I mean, it's such an awesome feeling. And then you, on top of it, will get money to help, save for your kids' college, your savings, help pay for some bills, just to try to get ahead and have, less stress, because it's terrible when you lose your job and it's outside of your control. But if you can be your own boss, okay, and then just apply hard work, honesty, integrity, and you want to help yourself get in better shape, but then also return the favor and reach out and help other people out, that feeling is amazing, because we are all carrying some kind of battles, okay? All of us are. But exercise whether it's yoga, whether it's running, lifting weights, doing CrossFit, you know, walking, swimming. You know, the more active you are, the better you are going to be for yourself and for, you know, others. So, you know, I have a newsletter where you can get free tips, you know, with health and fitness. And all it is bit.ly/2FRZUUD. So it's bit.ly/2FRZUUD. Now you got to use you know, capitals, lowercase, uppercase. This is a free newsletter that gives you tips on how you can get better at both nutrition and physical exercise. And then if you're interested in earning extra money to have as a safety net, I can definitely help you out. So just go on to this link right here, and my name again is Steve. Last name is F as in Frank, O as in Oscar, V as in Victor, O as in Oscar, double Z as in zebra, O as in Oscar. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I would definitely like to talk to you and get you on the road to a better you and financial security. So thanks for watching, and I hope to talk to you soon.